Thanks very much for staying with us. You're watching Times Now. Let's get you the updates on the second day of the mega gathering in UP's Deoband. The Jamiat Ulama-i-Hind announced that the Muslim bodies have passed several resolutions to oppose the UCC, which is the Uniform Civil Code. This is also coming at a time when the Uttarakhand government has also announced the formation of a 5-member drafting committee to implement the common code. On the other issues, as far as the Gyanvapi complex issue is also concerned, where the matter will be taken up in court tomorrow for the hearing, there are resolutions that have been passed in this gathering opposing the same.
सारा देश जानता है कि अभी जो हमारे देश में स्थिति चल रही है, ये जो विवाद खड़ा हुआ है उन्हीं के बारे में खड़ा हुआ है ना। ये गड़ा मुर्दा जो खड़ा किया है, ये सारे दूसरी तरफ ये ताजमहल गिरा दो, लाल किले को खोद दो, ये किसने किया है? किसके जमाने में हो रहा है? तो आप ऐसे, लेकिन हम जो है हमारे प्रधानमंत्री हैं और हमें अभी उन्हीं से आशा रखते हैं कि उसको ठीक करेंगे।
बीजेपी और संघ परिवार मिलकर भारत के मुसलमानों के खिलाफ एक ऐलान जंग कर चुके हैं, और हमारी हर तहजीब की हर निशानी को मिटाना चाहते हैं, हर चीज को मिटा देना चाहते हैं। हलाल गोश्त देश के लिए खतरा, हिजाब देश के लिए खतरा, दाढ़ी देश के लिए खतरा, टोपी देश के लिए खतरा, मस्जिदें देश के लिए खतरा, मस्जिद की मीनारें देश के लिए खतरा, मस्जिद की अज़ान की आवाज देश के लिए खतरा, सब चीज खतरा है देश के लिए।
जाते हैं वो जमीयत उलेमा की बैठक में और वहाँ पे घड़ियालू आंसू बहाते हैं और आंसू बहा करके कहते हैं कि मुसलमान सताए जा रहे हैं। और जिस देश ने सर आँखों पे बैठाया, देश विभाजन के बाद भी यहाँ पे रहने वाले, तो उनको उन मुसलमानों को भड़काने का वो काम करते हैं। तो इन सब शब्दों को बोल करके वो कहीं ना कहीं देश विरोधी भावना उनके सामने आ रही है।
Going across to Mayank now, because Mayank, I believe their chief Maulana Madani has spoken again, and the same kind of hate speech that is being said, or rather provocative speeches that are being made from this event, that are likely to be the highlight of those resolutions also that have been passed.
Well, Amita, yes, he made very condensed statement yesterday, and you know, that started to become the highlight of this today's session. Earlier, there was some discussion about the issues pertaining to the Muslim community in the country, but later on, when Maulana Madani took to the stage, he started addressing those issues in a very candid manner, and he went emotional and started addressing those matters in a way that could be, you know, termed provocative by his political opponent, and that's how out of control in terms of giving a reasonable statement in a political environment. The same was repeated today as well when he was giving his concluding remark, and he made some remarks that we are for here only, and we have always been citizens of India, and the people who are, you know, spreading hatred among the community, they are the real minorities, not us who are trying to, you know, spread peace and harmony between the countries. And he said that we won't go to Pakistan because we were offered this position at the time of independence, but we declined it, and we will be continuing to decline this also. Out of all the discussions and resolutions that were passed by Jamiat on the issues pertaining to Muslim community, these two speeches by Maulana Madani certainly, you know, attracted headlines and you know, was picked up by his political opponent.
Right. So just stay on with us, Mayank, because you've been speaking about Maulana Madani himself making those speeches, says that if you don't like us, go to Pakistan. This is yet again a controversial speech that has been made by him during this congregation. Let's listen it.
मुल्क हमारा है, अच्छी तरह समझ लीजिए, ये हमारा मुल्क है, और जो हमारी जिम्मेदारी है इस मुल्क के लिए वो हम निभाएंगे हर हाल में इंशाअल्लाह। कोई समझौता नहीं होगा उसके ऊपर। हमारा मजहब अलग है जरूर, हमारा लिबास अलग है, हमारी तहजीब भी अलग है, हमारे खाने पीने का तरीका भी अलग है, और तुमको अगर बर्दाश्त नहीं है हमारा मजहब तो तुम कहीं और चले जाओ। भेजना नहीं है किसी को, भेजना नहीं है किसी को, क्योंकि वो जरा सी बात पे कहते हैं ना पाकिस्तान चले जाओ, भैया तुम्हें मौका नहीं मिला था पाकिस्तान जाने का, हमें मौका मिला था, हमने रिजेक्ट किया है उससे पाकिस्तान जाने के लिए। इसलिए हम नहीं जाएंगे, जिसको भेजने का शौक है वो चला जाए।
मयंक, ये पाकिस्तान जाने की बात बार बार कहां से उठती है? बिकॉज ऑन वन साइड दे आर सेइंग दैट दिस इज अ डिफरेंट कम्युनिटी बट ready to abide by the constitution, then they oppose the UCC, then they oppose the Gyanvapi survey, which was a court mandated one.
Well, it was a very cleverly crafted speech by Maulana Madani, where he was, trying to draw the line. He said that there have been talks about sending us to Pakistan, and this position has already been rejected by Jamiat at the time of independence, and we maintain our stand on that issue. And that was, clear line of difference that Maulana Madani was trying to draw in that debate. Also on the issue of, UCC, they were saying that we will be accepting this UCC if there will be, assurances made from the side of the government that one community, and you can estimate the community in this case is Muslim, that they won't be targeted because of that uniform civil code. And only on that terms, they will be accepting the provisions of the Uniform Civil Code. So Secretary Niaz Ahmed Faruqi also backed Maulana Madani's statement and said that we don't necessarily stand against one nation, one constitution system, but the laws that are already in place, such as the Special Marriage Act and also the personal law, they are already working well, and there should be a status quo. There is no need to change and bring in new laws in the society. So yeah, that's how things stand on the ground. In terms
all
of
right, stay on with us, Mayank. We are picking up reactions also that are coming in politically speaking, because it has now led to a lot of mudslinging that seems to be happening on part of the Congress, the AI, MIM and also the BJP. First up, reactions that are going to play out right here on Times Now. Let's listen in.
अरे बाकी उन्होंने किस लिए कारण से उठाया उनसे पूछिए। अरे बाकी उन्होंने किस लिए कारण से उठाया उनसे पूछिए।
All right, so when it comes to the contentious issue of the UCC, now this congregation, which had over 5,000 clerics, warned that the government, saying that Muslim laws cannot be changed, and if UCC is implemented, then they will oppose it despite it being a part of the Indian constitution. So Mayank, this is where the contradiction lies, because you cannot be secular and then talk about being from a different community which has the right to practice their laws.
Well, exactly, and yes, they are discussing this. They discuss this matter very candidly. The issue of Uniform Civil Code, finds a special place in 9 resolutions that the Jamiat passed today, and they have clearly discussed here. I would like to read out from the statement that the Jamiat has issued. So they are saying that these matters covered under the Muslim personal law, such as marriage, divorce, khula, inheritance, are not framed by any society, individual or group. So that's why, it cannot happen, on one stroke of order. You cannot change all things, and that, there should be status quo on all these issues that the Jamiat are maintaining. On the issue of, dichotomy that there lies, that you want to be secular and you want the development, but you want a law, you do not want a law that will, create a one nation, one constitution system. So they are saying that, so it has always been, mentioned in our constitution of India that different religions will get different, rights of practicing their religious practices. So, they are saying that if Uniform Civil Code will be implemented, it will take away their rights of religious freedom given under Article 25 of the Constitution. So there lies the dichotomy among the leadership of the Jamiat, and where they stand on the issue of Uniform Civil Code and other issues related to the Constitution of India.
All right, Mayank, thanks very much for joining in.